So I've also noticed, so you are an author as well. And one of the things that you speak about also a lot is emotional intelligence and the role it plays in leadership. So, how can young entrepreneurs who are starting out their journey learn about emotional intelligence and apply it in their careers?
Emotional intelligence is the bedrock for leadership, for
Hmm.
life.
Hmm.
90% of our problems disappear
Hmm.
if I have good emotional intelligence. So one is being emotional, other one is emotional intelligence. That means I must be aware in a situation what sort of emotions I should display.
Hmm.
How does one teach it? Schools, college have no clue how to teach it.
Hmm.
But how do you learn it on their own? The best places where you can learn emotional intelligence is probably on the sports fields.
Okay.
Sports gives you ample opportunity to develop your emotions.
Hmm.
And if you have a mentor who will guide you, a coach who will guide you saying, how should you act in a particular situation? Then you start, the earlier you develop it, the better it is in the long run.
Hmm.
So various things like perseverance and that never give up attitude.
Hmm.
Sports, only sports can teach you
Right.
because sports are in a controlled environment.
Hmm.
Uh, so in school you get introduced to multiple sports. As you grow, become adults and then you can play only one or two sports.
Yeah, you choose
You
something.
choose something. But at
Yeah.
the school level, you get introduced to multiple sports.
Hmm.
Some you might have. But I've noticed nowadays schools somehow the sports has come down.
Yes.
With the latest NEP, I don't know how much sports is.
Hopefully, it has more importance now.
Yes, hopefully sports are there more because sports teach you emotion because you learn failure from sports.
I was
One
just
person
thinking
has
that,
to win, one
yeah,
person has to lose. Even if you lose, it's okay, and that's
you
emotional
have to be
intelligence.
okay.
Yeah, you can't take it to heart and you
Hmm.
can't sit down. Oh my God, I lost.
Hmm.
Zindagi khatam ho gayi. You can't do that.
Hmm.
So you say, okay, tomorrow's another day, and I get up and learn new things and
Hmm.
get better at it.
Hmm.
That's again emotional intelligence. So keeping your emotions in the check.
Hmm.
So it's very important that youngsters learn this emotional intelligence,
Hmm.
play sports.
Hmm.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy is a common English phrase that we all grow up with.
It's
Very
true.
true.
Yeah.
So you must divide your time into out of office
Hmm.
activities, out of office work.
Hmm.
Sometimes yes, you have to work 14 hours, 16
Yes.
hours.
Yeah.
That's there, but not as a routine.
Hmm.
So you want that's where one can learn emotional intelligence. So when you
Hmm.
play, go out, social. When you are more in social environments, that teaches you emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
So the more social environment you have friends, interact with friends, not online.
Hmm.
Online zero.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
in person.
Hmm.
There you get tremendous.
No Zoom calling your friends.
No Zoom calling your friends, no
Hmm.
WhatsApp calling your
Hmm.
friends, nothing. I mean
Hmm.
that is zero as
Okay.
far as emotion is concerned.
Hmm.
It's in physical interactions that all the five senses are involved in it, and that teaches the brain how I should act in a particular manner.
Hmm.
As long as behind you in your mind you have that my action should not purposefully hurt somebody,
Right.
you generally do fine,
Hmm.
and the brain learns.
Hmm.
So that is very important. That in my mind I must have the goodness of everybody,
Hmm.
and the best emotions will start coming out.
Okay. Uh, so discipline, clarity, and execution. These are the hallmarks of any type of military training. How have you integrated these qualities in your leadership programs?
How have I integrated them?
Hmm.
Okay, first leadership has got lots of qualities, right?
Right.
So every program,
Hmm.
it's a flow that
Hmm.
comes. The discipline is starts off with commitment.
Okay.
A fallout of commitment will some at some stage become a discipline. So
Hmm.
when you teach something, first is expectations must be very clear.
Hmm.
Once you have so when the participants are there, maybe 20 participants or 100 participants,
Hmm.
so you have a 10 minutes where you make very crystal clear what are the expectations
Hmm.
from the participants,
Hmm.
from me, and you get an agreement
Hmm.
that is this okay with everybody.
Right.
Once you have the agreement,
Hmm.
next is saying now in order to do this, we must be committed and we'll follow it up. And
Hmm.
the flow comes, and
Hmm.
every participant I've noticed becomes disciplined.
Hmm.
So I don't go with that. Ki today's youth is indisciplined.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Hmm.
Once you have the expectations which are set,
Hmm.
people are highly disciplined and they work as per the. because everybody is a good person.
Right.
Everybody wants to prove themselves. So if that is the case, once your expectations are right, people become disciplined, and that is the discipline part gets looked after. What was the second one you said?
Second was with clarity and execution, but I
Yeah.
think
So
you
again, all these,
covered.
yeah.
Yeah.
If that is not there, then you'll have lots of problems.
Hmm.
If you're not clear in your communication,
Hmm.
so I have uh, to a fault sometimes. I do that. Always uh, tell people whenever I'm interacting with them. By example, if some job is to be done,
Right.
so I ask, by when will it get done?
Hmm.
That's my first question.
Hmm.
By when? And they give a time frame by which it will get done. I say, okay, fair enough.
Hmm.
Unless there is some urgency, it can take 2 days, can get 2 weeks, can take 2 months. No problems. If there's an urgency, then it should be my responsibility to tell them no, 2 weeks is not possible. Can you do it in
Less time.
1 week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it's for other person to come back and say, no, 1 week is too less a time. I need 1.5 weeks. Okay, that can go on. But once we say, let's say 1.5 weeks is now fixed, now there's clarity on both sides that this has to be done. And since the beginning, as I told you, I'm known for its commitment. So once you said 1.5 weeks after a discussion, now the other person has to deliver in that 1.5 week.
Right.
Again, if something happens that the person is unable to deliver or whatever the job was, is unable to complete it, and 9-10% of the time we know maybe 3-4 days in advance that it's not possible to deliver as per that particular date
Time
which I have
frame.
set time
Right.
frame. Simply pick up the phone and say, okay, it is slightly difficult to complete that and so. So generally there is no problem. Take 1 or 2 days more. Very rare that you have an urgency key. It has to be done by so and so time. HR.
Right.
And once you have these two things, clarity is there, execution then just follows. And it then becomes very simple. So I find it's very simple. And rarely do I have any problem with it.
So I think from what I'm learning here is setting the expectations right at the
Yes,
start itself.
very important.
That is very important because a lot of leaders, I believe, and entrepreneurs, especially new entrepreneurs, might face this issue that they don't know how to explain it to their team members that this is what we need from you
Correct.
and by this time, for
Yes,
example. So if we can get that sorted right at the
absolutely.
beginning of setting up that task list,
Absolutely.
I think everything else can follow
Absolutely.
from
So
that.
everything starts off with your communication.
Hmm.
Communication, clarity of your communication, clarity of your expectations. If they're communicated well,
Hmm.
and the best way to make out whether my communication has been correct is ask the other person to repeat back
Hmm.
by paraphrasing.
Hmm.
When that person paraphrases it, you know, is everything correct
Hmm.
or is there some mismatch? Because there
Right.
can be a mismatch.
Yeah.
Uh, I might say something in English, other person doesn't know, understand English so well.
Hmm.
You get to know that, okay, tell me what have you understood.
Hmm.
And that person, no, but this is not correct. You change it there.
Hmm.
And this requires time.
Right.
My experience, many entrepreneurs or even senior people, they're very senior people, they think that once I've said it,
Hmm.
it'll get done.
Hmm.
Doesn't happen. You have to invest that time to have a dialogue to say, okay, this is the expectation. Have you understood it? Okay, what have you understood?
Hmm.
That what have you understood is left out.
Hmm.
And then the problem starts.
Okay.
So it's not that the other person, your colleagues or your
Hmm.
juniors or your teammates don't want to deliver,
Hmm.
don't want to work hard. They want to work hard. But if the expectations and
They just
as
don't know
not
what it is.
and the clarity is not there,
Hmm.
then the problem comes. So it's very important to have this clarity of,
Right.
it's called as feedback loop, it's
Hmm.
called as paraphrase,
Hmm.
there are different words for it.
Hmm.
Basic thing is tell me what have you understood.
Right.